Hey, guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. Guys, this is so early for me, and I know it's early for you. It is 7:30 over here on the East Coast, which means it's only 4:30 over on the West Coast. But I went to sleep last night looking at this KTLA article, and it was extremely disturbing, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It was so late by the time I went to bed, so I wanted to wake up and share it with you guys this morning. Guys, don't forget, we do have Hot Messy Topics tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, and that is the subscribers only live chat. So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And also, we're going live on my channel at 11 a.m. this morning to talk 90 Day Fiancé with Jason from Down with Jason and Kempire. But that's not what we're back to talk about today. We're back to talk about the fact that we have actually seen footage of the robbers who invaded Dorit Kemsley's home. The footage is here. There's no more calling it a scam, a sham, or whatever that everyone's calling it. The footage is actually here, and it's disturbing. So we have all the details on that and so much more. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like KTLA released a video from Dorit and PK's Encino property, and the video shows the robbers and everything that happened transpired, at least from what we could see from the outside cameras. In the videos, you see two robbers walk up to the back where they break the window into the children's playroom, and they're contemplating it. There's two of them. They're thinking back and forth. They're talking. They're pointing at cameras, and then they have these two tools, which kind of remind me of something that people use to break car windows, but it looks like the two tools had metal points on them, and all they had to do was press them against the window, and then the window completely shattered. Well, after that in the video, it kind of pans over to another part of the video where you see one of the robbers running out with what looks like either a white pillowcase full of goods or a white trash bag full of goods. And then you see three of them run out with a black truck pull up, which means if the three of them are running, that means there was not three suspects, there were four. Well, what KTLA is saying is police are seeking the public's help in identifying the suspects who robbed the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Dorit Kemsley at her Encino home last month. Okay. The Los Angeles Police Department released surveillance video Monday from the October 27th robbery showing two masked men in dark hoodies peering through the sliding glass window of a residence on the 17,000 block of Alden Road. This is scary. About 1 minute later, one of the men shatters the glass, making it possible to enter the home. About 15 minutes later, the timestamp security footage catches a suspect dragging what police say was bedding filled with high-end items through the front gate. The man then hands it off to another person, then goes back and bringing out what appears to be a garment bag. The men get into the car that pulls up from the home and leave the scene. Well, again, in the LAPD police report, it looks like it wasn't a car, it was a black truck. And mind you, if you watch the footage closely, you see two masked men running from one side, one running from another side, and the truck pulling up, which means there had to have been four suspects because, if I'm catching this footage right, there had to have been four suspects because somebody looked like they were driving the getaway vehicle. Well, it keeps going. The LAPD did not identify the victim, but the address, time, and alleged crime matched the publicized case, which police sources confirmed to the Los Angeles Times last month involved Dorit Kemsley. Dorit herself released a statement 2 days after the incident, thanking fans for their support following the terrifying ordeal. The suspects entered her residence around 10:50 p.m. while Kemsley was inside with her kids. Both suspects threatened to kill her as she pleaded for her life and the lives of her young children. This is terrible. In fear for her safety, the victim complied with the suspect's demands and directed them to the valuables. But it keeps going. The robbers took high-end jewelry, high-end bags, watches, and more, according to LAPD. Then they exited the home with items wrapped in bedding and met up with a third suspect. All three of the men fled in a black four-door pickup truck, police said. The suspects are described as three black men between the ages of 20 to 30 seen wearing black hoodies and dark pants. Mind you, go and watch the footage. I don't think it's three suspects. I feel like it's four suspects. Dorit Kemsley released a statement on October 30th, thanking fans for their messages of love and support and the LAPD for their care and attention. She said, as you all know by now, I have been through a terrifying ordeal, one that no parent or person should ever have to experience. My kids are unaware of what happened. They slept through it, and I thank God for keeping me and my kids from being physically harmed. This is mind-blowing, especially now that the footage is out and we've been talking about it. Could this have happened? Is this true? Was it something with alleged fraud coming from the security company? Like, what was the ordeal? But watching the footage, it gives you a little bit of a different perspective because you're thinking in your head, oh shit, well, you can't say that's not real because there you go. That's the footage. That's the footage of them breaking the doors. That's the footage of them going into the house. That's the footage of them carrying stuff out. That's the footage of them getting in the black pickup truck. I mean, it's like, it's right in your hand. It's stressing me out. The reality star said her family was starting the healing process and she was throwing herself back into work in order to return to normality as soon as possible. No injuries were reported during this incident, and LAPD is urging that if anyone has information, please contact the Robbery Homicide Division at 213-486. They give the rest of the number. During non-business hours or weekends, calls should be directed. Anyone wishing to remain anonymous should call the LA Regional Crime Stoppers or go directly to www.lacrimestoppers.org. Guys, as you know, this is obviously far from over, but they are continuing to search and try to figure out who these three men exactly are. And of course, if there is a getaway driver, once they catch one of them, they'll all start ratting on each other. They'll take a plea deal. Okay, listen, I did it, but this was the mastermind. Then go over to the mastermind, but you have the second name. The mastermind's like, wait a minute, I did it too. Yes, but I didn't think of this. Jimmy thought of it. Then they go over there and they caught Jimmy. And then they're like, okay, wait, Jimmy, mastermind, and other person, third party. We have your three names, but who is driving the truck? And then boom, all of these fools end up ratting on each other. So that's how this goes at the end of the day. But what we do know is this will be heavily featured on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. While producers, the network, cameras, they weren't there the day after everything happened with Dorit, and they didn't invade her home. I guess that's not a good pun, but they did not invade her home with the cameras the next day. However, they did catch the housewives' reactions. They saw the housewives reading texts, reading the news, seeing that Dorit's home was invaded. They all reacted, and the cameras were able to pick up those shots. So they're going to go from those shots leading into the night where Dorit meets up with them at the Andaz Hotel in West Hollywood and seeing her reaction and how she plays off of what they heard. And I'm sure that's going to be emotional. That's also Sanella Diana Jenkins' first time filming with the rest of the women. This is going to be an absolute shit show. But you guys asked, can we please do one season without the Girardi scandal? This is going to be a season probably still with the Girardi scandal, but not totally focused on it. So almost be careful what you wish for. Guys, I'm so curious, after knowing what we know now and this new information coming out, what are your thoughts about the burglars? What are your thoughts about the video? Did you watch the video because it's chilling? And do you think there was a fourth person in a getaway car? I mean, go watch the video. I urge you to. I want to hear your opinions. I need them. Guys, go ahead and do that. Comment below. And before you go, don't forget, tonight we are going live for Hot Messy Topics at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is hard to believe because it's only, I said 7:30 a.m. earlier. It's 7 a.m. It's 6:59. Okay, this is a new early for us. And then we're going live at 11 a.m. Eastern this morning for 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. I'm going to go have some coffee. I just woke up. I'm going to have some water. I will see you soon. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.